Morocco have done it. Oh my god, I did not see this coming. I mean, look, when they defeated Spain, right? I thought कि हाँ ठीक है ऐसा होता है. Last time क्योंकि I remember Russia had defeated Spain and they lost to I think Belgium in the quarterfinals and I thought कि similar things ही होंगे. Portugal जाएगा semi-final तक, but damn, this was unexpected. Morocco I think becomes the first African country to reach the semi-finals. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. कल commentator का सुन रहा था मैं कुछ तो like they were saying it is such a good analogy. Peter Drury बोल रहा था कि they were carrying the weight of over 4 billion population that resides in Africa. That's just crazy. Morocco के पीछे सब लोग हैं. Even I am behind Morocco now. Damn, I think you know one of the ऐसे मैचेस जो भी रहते हैं ना जहाँ पर a small team defeats a big team, it's usually like you don't see them dominating the game. You see them dominating parts of the game. Like 1-2 minute तक domination है, they score a goal and then they defend, low block वो सब तुम्हें पता है. Uh, but this was totally different. Even though yes, they didn't have possession, but they still created better than Portugal did the entire match. Okay, because Morocco I think had an XG of 1.4. 1.4 का XG था and Portugal with 73% of the possession only created 0.92, which is crazy because now Portugal fans can't even say कि यार हमने हाँ dominate तो करा था मैच. नहीं, तुमने नहीं किया dominate मैच. Possession wise yes, but that's like ये वर्ल्ड कप में तुमने देखा है पहले इससे पहले भी क्रोएशिया के साथ जो ब्राज़ील के साथ हुआ था उनका the same thing. You can't win a game by having possession. You just have to create. That's a simple fact of it. I think Morocco were very impressive. Morocco were very impressive. Tactically बात करेंगे थोड़ा सा. I think from the beginning of the game, since the beginning of the game, it was clear कि Morocco were not going to press high. They were not trying to press high at all. Even N-Series press, you can see he was trying to press the number 6, Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves को mark कर रहा है. He's not trying to. I mean, usually see the striker initiate करता है press को, right? So if the defenders like Pepe and Ruben Dias have the ball, then he's the one who is initiating that press. And वो press से the entire team coordinates. So अगर से वो left side को press किया, then the entire team coordinates themselves so that वो they can mark the different possibilities of passes. So NSCR का job है कि initiate करना है. ऐसा a striker's job है वो basically to initiate the press. But at this time you can see that he's not trying to press Pepe or Ruben Dias. They have time on the ball. They आराम से वो लोग drive कर रहे हैं आगे. But Morocco are not concerned at all. They don't care if Portuguese defenders have the ball. They don't care about that. Their job is to stop the ball from going into zone 14, which is outside the box. वहाँ तक ball पहुँचना नहीं है. And NSS's positioning is brilliant there because he's trying to mark Ruben Neves very closely because Ruben Neves is the number 6. वो switch करेगा plays को, वो long balls डालेगा. If NSR is marking him, then वो long balls से रुक जाएंगे. Last time I think William Calvario had started against Switzerland and he attempted a total of 14 long balls and he had I think 8 or 9 of them successful there. Him and Bruno Fernandes both were switching the play beautifully in that game. This time in 51 minutes that Ruben Neves played, he only succeeded in switching the play 3 times. And you can see unnecessary press was the reason why he couldn't switch the play properly. And every time Portugal wanted a quick switch of play, they couldn't do it. उनको 2-3 passes करना पड़ा वहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए. And unnecessary positioning is the reason why it happened. While defending, Morocco had a very dominant midfield, not in terms of abilities but in terms of number. You can see in this image that Morocco were trying to have more people in the midfield area. Midfield diamond बन चुका था वहाँ पर with unnecessary dropping back and defending the number 6. And because of this, no matter what Portugal did, they couldn't get the numerical advantage in the midfield. And that is one of the reasons कि वो लोग they ended up doing a lot of sideway passes. Vertical passes हुई नहीं रहे थे उनसे. They couldn't unlock the defense because every time they were trying to do that, there were 4 or 5 people in front of them and they had to go sideways again. One of Portugal's strengths, I think, उनका front ही देखो तुम लोग, even when Ronaldo came back as a substitute, Joao Felix, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, whoever are there, they tried to occupy spaces in between the lines. Basically, Morocco's defense and Morocco's midfield, उन दोनों के बीच में जो gap है, वहाँ पर they tried to collect the ball and push them forward. Joao Felix did that so many times against Switzerland. He had, I think, a couple of assists in that game. सब लोग, every single one of those chances came from that area only. कि in between the lines Joao Felix आएगा, he'll drop back, he'll collect the ball and he'll drive forward. One of the things that neutralized this impact from Joao Felix was Amrabat. Amrabat was insane. He was actually insane. He was in between the lines wala midfielder. Basically, he didn't. There were a couple of players, including Unahi and Ziyech, जो push कर रहे थे आगे, and there were the defenders. In between them was Amrabat, and his positioning was brilliant. Every time one of Portugal's forwards were dropping back, he was always there. He was always there when they're trying to make vertical passes. Unko force kiya, he made them force to go sideways, and that is I think one of the things that kept Portugal at bay for the entirety of the game. They couldn't find answer to Amrabat's positioning. कुछ भी करने दे Amrabat है वहाँ पर. That was I think the focal point of that defending by Morocco. I think these kind of matches में the important thing is winning ground duels. Ground duels जीतना पड़ेगा तुम्हें. You can't ground duels and aerial duels both. You have to win those things. 50-50s वही से आते हैं तेरे को mostly. Did you know that Unahi, who is Morocco का जो midfielder था, Unahi, he attempted 8 ground duels the entire game. He participated in 8 ground duels and he won 7 out of them. 7 out of 8 ground duels उसने जीता. The crazy part is जॉ फिलिक्स, गोंचालो रामोस, ब्रूनो फर्नांडेस, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा एंड रूबेन नेवेस, 5 लोग सभी मिल के सिर्फ 9 डुएल्स जीते. 9 from 5 players of Portugal, and Unahi अकेला 7 डुएल्स जीता है. 7 duels, that's crazy. Every time the guy was dropping back, जॉ फिलिक्स गांड मारा उसने. जॉ फिलिक्स total he lost 12 ground duels, 14 out of 12. I mean, 12 out of 14 ground duels उसने हारा. Because of that, his impact was completely nullified. पहले तो Amrabat's positioning in between those lines, he didn't allow Joao Felix to drop at all. Even if he did, he didn't allow him to drive forward. He always forced him to go backwards or sideways. And combine that with Unahi's pressing, his resilience, that was insane. Joao Felix couldn't do anything the entire game. Anything, कुछ भी नहीं कर पाया वो. I think Portugal के लिए maybe the best player was Otavia. On the pitch, Otavia सबसे best था. He himself won 7 or 8 duels. आई थिंक सब मिल के पोर्चुगल के जो भी प्लेयर्स थे सभी मिल के कितने ग्राउंड डुएल्स जीते उसके बराबर ही जीता ओटाविया ने. आई थिंक ही वॉज द बेस्ट प्लेयर. आई वॉज क्वाइट सरप्राइज कि उसको 70th मिनट में हटा दिया फर्नांडो सारो से. बट मैन इट्स इनसेन. आई थिंक उनाही, डैम मैन, आई डोंट नो हु दैट गाय इज. वेयर डज ही इवन प्ले? आई डोंट नो. इफ यू नो प्लीज कमेंट डाउन बिलो. आई वांट टू नो मोर अबाउट उनाही डूड. ही वॉज इनसेन ऑन द बॉल. He was so calm. They were so actually Morocco themselves were so calm. Even in build-up play, they were trying to attract Portuguese players to push them a lot in their own box so that they leave gap in between. And Portugal, I think half time के बाद से तो they started pressing a lot, recklessly press किए वो लोग. I think Morocco could have scored 2 or 3 goals if their finishing was better. But in build-up play as well, they invited press from Portugal. They invited press, and that shows bravery, dude. Bravery. I mean, do you think? Imagine करो तुम लोग, you're playing against a midfield of Ruben Neves, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, and Otavia. 4 people who are very good on the ball and press resistant. It's very difficult to press these 4 players. And unki against you're inviting press. That's insane. You're trying to be so brave on the ball, and Morocco did that. I mean, no one can say कि वो brave नहीं थे. Low block खेला, Spanish team की तरह खेला, एल्चे की तरह खेला. Doesn't matter. They were so good. They were so brave in build up. They were so brave in transitioning. Transition को बहुत अच्छे से रोका. Like I said, Amrabat का, it's insane. It's fucking insane what they did. I think also one of those things that I forgot to mention earlier was when they were pressing Morocco, they didn't commit a lot of plays. Like I said, they didn't mind Ruben Diaz and Pepe having the ball. They didn't mind that. उनको problem था जब wing backs के पास बॉल आया या फिर नेवेस के पास बॉल आया या फिर ब्रूनो के पास बॉल आया. They had problems there. But when Pepe and Ruben Diaz had the ball, they didn't commit a lot of men forward. For example, जब भी Ziyech was pressing, then Unahi would drop back and defend for Ziyech. When Ziyech was not pressing, when Unahi was pressing, Ziyech would drop back and help Hakimi. It was insane how well coordinated that thing was. Even on the other side, Boufal jo bhi tha, Boufal and I don't know who that left back was. They both were equally coordinated. Same like this side as well. It was beautiful to watch. I think tactically one of the best performances I've seen Morocco put up this World Cup. Maybe even I think the entire World Cup to dekhe to bhi, this is one of the best performances I've seen. Because this you can't say कि like Spain, कि sideways passes बहुत किया या फिर chance create नहीं कर पाया, ऐसा नहीं था. Both sides had equal chances, but it was just those tactical tweaks that Morocco did that won them the game eventually. Damn, can't believe Morocco are in the semi-finals, dude. France जीता England के साथ. I think we'll make a new video on that. I don't think इसमें squeeze कर पाएंगे, but it was crazy. It was fucking crazy how well Morocco managed this game. Game management was insane. They could have been 2-0 up. वो chance miss किया किसी ने towards the end of the game, but it was insane. I think Morocco deserved to win. You can't say Morocco, अरे यार नहीं वो ऐसा खेले वैसा खेले. It doesn't matter. Morocco won. fair and square. कुछ I mean Bruno Fernandes was complaining a lot I think at the end of the game कि penalty नहीं दिया वो नहीं दिया भाई उसको येलो कार्ड मिलना चाहिए था simulation किया था उसने first half में उसको नहीं मिला उसको I think I have a footage I'll put that image as well he simulated dude वो dive था he was lucky not to get a yellow card और वो बोल रहा है penalty नहीं दिया I think the referee had a good game honestly I mean people would say कि हाँ बॉल बहुत fouls किया था आम्रभट्ट में बहुत फॉल्स किया था साइस ने बहुत फॉल्स किया था बट इट डजंट मैटर ओके फॉल से क्या जीतने वाले तुम लोग यू कुडंट बीट देम इन सेट पीसेस ओ एक्चुअली मोरक्को आई थिंक द वन डिसएडवांटेज दे हैव अ लिटिल इम्प्रूवमेंट बनता है ये एरिया में इज डिफेंडिंग सेट पीसेस आई थिंक दे वर क्वाइट नर्वस इन दैट आई थिंक द कपल ऑफ चांसेस दैट पोर्चुगल क्रिएटेड दे केम फ्रॉम सेट पीसेस इवन वो पेपे का जो कॉर्नर था दैट ही हिट वाइड टुवर्ड्स द एंड वो भी सेट पीस से आया था एंड इवन इन द बिगिनिंग गुरेरो का एक शॉट था विच वॉज ब्लॉक्ड इट वॉज गोइंग इन आई थिंक again that also came from set pieces but if they're playing against France who are very good at set pieces I think that's one area that they have to improve मुझे लगता है otherwise Morocco dude this team looks good because this team is motivated but ठीक है बाद में वो you can say the quality and all you can question that's fine but the commitment to this club to this country and they've realized कि हाँ World Cup है semi final है we have to give our 100% and that's what motivates this team. I think they can go all the way. मुझे लगता है वो फ्रांस बीट कर सकते हैं वो लोग फ्रांस I mean they're not flawless dude फ्रांस के भी weaknesses है you can question that I mean if they keep Griezmann quiet against them if they keep Mbappe quiet I mean it's not easy but Hakimi is there Hakimi has played with Mbappe so maybe he knows some tricks up I don't know dude it's going to be so excited I can't wait for the semi-finals we'll make another video for England and France I think even that was an interesting game I think probably tactically best game था England versus France so yeah I think वो भी इसका भी एक वीडियो बनता है but yeah I think that's it for the video guys thanks for watching and if you haven't already subscribed to the Football Witness I urge you to do so we're working hard on new videos and you'll see us a lot more active yeah that's it thank you